and he's going to talk to us today about why we remember.
Have you ever heard the phrase, if we do not learn from history, we're doomed to relive it? Let me show a couple of examples. Briefly, the First World War was from 1914 to 1919. It expanded, was escalated very fast, and before anyone realized it, it was taking place in many parts of the world. Canada lost 66,000 in World War I. Let me show you an aerial view of Passchendaele. And if you're able to discern it even from a distance, one picture shows a beautiful little village or community, and down below, it's a wasteland. The only definable feature is a fork in the road. During the First World War, Canada was pretty well viewed as a colony still, and they were expected to participate. But so that our contribution was not lost, the Canadian government numbered every battalion. And by the end of the war, we had 260 battalions. That's where the 66,000 Canadian deaths were drawn from. Now, World War II was all over the world. And you'll see that each of the ribbons is colored differently. And that serves a purpose. These ribbons told what part of the world you served in. Belgium, France, Germany, Holland, Italy, Burma, the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. And whether you volunteered, you got the War Medal. So this was far more expansive than this war, which basically showed the ones that volunteered for the first year, served during the war, and then the victory medals. By the way, one of those rainbow ribbons has a Dutch back on it, because that was for veterans from the Boer War, from South Africa. One of these war medals is in Tombac, and that was given to labor groups who generally came from China or India. World War II started in 1939 and went to 1945. Again, the medals given to Canadian participants reflected many parts of the world that became involved. Canada again sent many young people to defend our country and our world, and 47,000 did not come home. These are the pictures of Mariupol, Ukraine, taken recently. One side shows the buildings before, the other shows the buildings after. They resemble those of Passchendaele over 100 years ago. And if we're not careful, history will repeat itself. Putting the wars into perspective, the first column was South Africa, 1899 to 1902, and Canada lost 300. Warfare expanded greatly in the First World War, and we lost 66,000. In World War II, we lost 47,000. Korea, often called the Forgotten War, Canada lost 500. There was a ceasefire, but peace is still to be declared. Afghanistan, Canada's longest war, 12 years, we lost 150. That is not to diminish their sacrifice by a long shot. Because since peacekeeping and the United Nations, Canada has participated in a large number of peacekeeping ventures. Peacekeeping troops was a proposal by a Canadian former Prime Minister, Leslie Bowles Pearson. And that started because of the Suez Canal crisis back in the 50s. Today, the protection for our soldiers, some of the time, is this logo, a blue helmet or a beret, and yet, with all that, because of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and the press of a button or the drop of a bomb, peacekeepers carry one of these, a dosimeter to register radiation. The wars are not smaller, they're more drastic. The battles are still absolutely as horrifying. This book is about the Medak Pocket, and it deals with the battle the Canadian troops fought to stop invading troops that were doing ethnic cleansing. So as you can see, war has not gotten any better. In fact, it's gotten uglier. So I want to leave you with one phrase for our veterans. They shall not grow old as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. Going down of the sun, and in the morning, we shall remember them.